And am I up and running? Hi guys, if I am, I'll just move that out of the road. Today is the start of the kits, 1st of August to the 31st. It's up to 30% off, bargain. But this is one of the kits I bought for the kids. What I like is it has all the instructions. It shows them bit by bit to make every card, and it has the stamping. It also comes with the stamps. This is a card I just made with the samples, so I've stamped it and used. And so the cards and the envelopes all come in. There's some googly eyes. Dimensionals to put them up with. These are inside mats for your cards. So this is a card here. I'll just pull it out. So it's easy. It's already scored for the kids. Then you put your mat. First of all, if you look at the instructions, you will stamp your mat. Put your stamps on whatever one you want. Stamp them. Put your googly eyes. It comes with 2 little stamp blocks, and for this one it's pumpkin pie and Bermuda Bay. And it comes with a ink pad, and then it also has all of these and the stickers, 2 pages of stickers, quotes for names, and then in the stamps it will tell you, where are they? It's got little sayings. So happy birthday, let's be friends. So anyway, let's get on with our card, but I just thought I needed to let you show it's only available for a month. If you go to my shop, which is annetteFalconerStampingUp.net, you will find these catalogues in it, and they're on sale. So you've got a month to get them. Okay, so today's card is really cute. I have a friend, it's his birthday, and he loves motorbikes. So I've made this for him, but my husband likes motorbikes too. So what I'm going to do is redo it for him. So let's get moving. And I'm just going to quickly check that I'm already on the go. And I've got a live exactamundo. Everything's working. My husband sat here for like 2 hours last night because last week I had asthma really bad and I was coughing, and I hit the screen and everything went off and I completely lost the whole, I call it Obi-Wan Kenobi's setup, but it's OBS system. So that's the inside. And so today I'm going to make one for my husband, and we're going to use the dies. So I've used the cardstock. I have got instructions there if you want to do a screenshot of that. If you want to order anything off here and send me a thing. If you actually order the dies and the stamps, and in Australia you order them through my shop and send me a message, a private message on my Facebook page, which is Annette Falconer Independent Demonstrator, I'll actually send you a set of 4 cards to make, and I'll add some of the paper that I used that's no longer available, the DSP. So that's the stamp set as I'm going to use for the roadworks. And this is the die set to cut the, hopefully you've had a chance to snapshot the screen. And if you're watching later, you can just snapshot it anyway. So these are all the dies I've used for the motorbike. So that's the background. And then I've cut out independently the wheels. I'll show you them as I go. I've got some studs and some, I'm using espresso cardstock, which is 5.5, so you're cutting it this way down your cardstock sheet, by 8.25, and it's scored at 4 1/8. So it's in America, they have the bigger cardstock. It's 4 1/4, so everything's done. So that's our cardstock. But I'm using Pebbled Path for the stamping because I don't want it too dark, I think. So let's get moving on that. So to save you the time, I'm just going to get all this other stuff out of the road. There's one thing I actually just want to do quickly is go to the live chat and see how that goes. And it didn't want to give it to me. Oh well, my husband did go through and say that might happen. So I'll just look at live chat. Please leave me a message. If you're the first person to subscribe and send me a message on my Facebook Independent Demonstrator page, I'll send you a card. So that would be really great. Okay, so where are we? So I'm just going to put that up there so you can see it. There's a little bit of work, not too much. And so this is what I've done, is cut out. So I'll just take those instructions out for you because hopefully you've snapshotted them. If you want a PDF again, just send me that and I'll post it to you. I'll email it to you. Right. I'll just put the card piece away for a minute and I'll show you what we've got for the ingredients. We might just make the bicup at the same time to say, oh, I've got a little dimension in there, isn't that cute? Now, I always like to use a spare piece of paper so I don't wreck my lovely base. And I use a piece of silicone mat, so I don't get glue. So this is our bike. So when it prints out, when it cuts out from the dies, as I've showed you the dies, there's the dies. So this is the bike mat, that's the big die, and that's going to be the base to lay our bike on. Oh look, it's got a little, where's my picky tool? It's got a little thing still in, so sometimes you have to push them all out. And the bike has them all through here, but looks like I've done them all out. Okay, but we're not putting him on first. And there's his engine. So now I've got a little tiny bottle with a tiny nib for this one. So the wheels, again, I've just cut out on here. And I need to stab them out and put them on the end. So you're just pulling them out. Oh, feels like it's going to be a blistering day today. My husband told me this morning when it was really cold and the kids were just heading off to school, it's going to be 17 degrees. Heat wave. Because we go to school and feel like, look, I mean, to be fair, we're nothing like America. I feel sorry for them because their cold's really cold. We don't get snow like that and get stuck inside with snow. We just whine us because it's really cold. And I grew up in New Zealand where it was even colder, but unfortunately I've lived in Australia for 40-something years, so I've definitely got adjusted to the Australian weather. So that's one wheel and two wheels. Now we've got some, as you can see, a mud guard. And somewhere here should be another mud guard. I don't know why I tell you what, I can watch every person and we always miss a little something. There it is. So with the mud guards, I've used the luster. It's just a little bit shiny. Can you see the shine? I don't know. It's the Luster DSP from Stamping Up. Look, it's this one, so I don't know if you can see the sparkle on it. But it comes in a different pack, so it's quite nice anyway. Alright. So, and then we've got our seat. Let me just put those dies away, because I always tell my girls off because they don't put their stamps away, and I've already missed 2. And they're it's very hard though, because we pull out things and it's like 5 people doing cards and it's a mess. Yesterday we had quite fun, so that was nice. Okay, so with our bike, I'm going to start by putting the bike seat on first, and if I'm correct, I have got myself these are the tongs that come in the embossing kit, so it's easier to handle because you get really sticky. So on the back, yep, that's the back. I'm just going, you just need a little because it'll it will now on here there's all the dents of the engine, so make sure you got it the right way. So that's the wrong way. So I put his there. Okay, and on the mud guards, we're going to put the mud guards on top of the silver. So we do that now before we start building, and then that might be on properly and it won't wiggle around because it's silver. It does move a bit. Number 2. So last week when I did my live, I had really bad asthma. I didn't realise. And I think it's because I had COVID, because I normally only get a bit of asthma when I get a cold, and I wasn't sick. I didn't have a cold or anything. So I didn't ring the doctor for that. I rang the doctor because I needed some stuff for my arthritis in my feet. And he said to me, "What's wrong with you?" And I said, "Oh, no, I'm all right," because my doctor's pretty tough. He doesn't give you nothing for nothing. You can go there and say, "I've got a cold." He says, no, you're all right." So I don't go. I tell the kids, nah, he's not going to give you nothing, don't go. Anyway, he says, "Oh, you don't sound good." And I said, "Oh, no, it's just a cold." And he said, "Oh." So he gave me some preventative. So that's really helped. I think last night's the first time. So it's been a whole week since I haven't really over-coughed. So next we're going to add the bike. And you can see where it sits in. So we've got our bikey starting. Now I'm just double checking. I think that goes on next. So we're going to put our wheels on. And again, you're going to have to use your really small one. I think you can get these bottles on, might get a bit down on that one. I think I got it on, I got it on Amazon. I don't know where, so you just have to look it up. Now what I did was left just a little bit of black. Make sure you see a little bit of black around here, so it gives the tyre. Oh, yesterday I picked the kids up from school, and I do share driving with another lady, and so it was my turn. I got a little piece in there, and I was driving them home, and there's 2 of mine and 2 of them, and we were chatting away about school and did you have a good day, and they're going, nah. I said, oh my God, be grateful, you're never going to do it again. But anyway, we were laughing, and they talked about the kids and whatever, and we get up near their house, and there's 4 guys doing lessons on their learners, and one of them at the back just was not happy. You could tell he was and he was like this, and there was 4 of them, so they took up the whole car lane with the instructor in front of them, and we were laughing. But then a guy came up in his car and was trying to get round the corner, and he was trying to push him out of the road, and then I felt sorry for the poor guy on the motorbike because he got really nervous. But I thought, oh, wow, I wouldn't want to go through that again. My husband used to have his bike all the time, but it was so busy in the city and so hard. So now I'm going to place the bike down, and you've got your black. See your black Oop, I picked that up by mistake, didn't I? Okay. He fits in there, and you can see it all just sits in. And just pick it up. And look at that. And I've given him a powder blue one. Hope he likes it. I'm just going to give that a little dot because I put a little bit of glue in there. I don't want that showing through. So you've got to be really, really fussy with this. Tiny, tiny. And a bit of a slide going on there. Okay, so Mr. Bikey, he can sit down for a minute now. I'll give my fingers a clean. Just clean up my fingers because they're all gluey and sticky and horrible. Alright, we're going to do the next bit. So, I don't know if you can see here very well. There's a little bit of, I was trying to do a road on here, but it didn't seem to work very well. Okay, there's my envelope. It has some extra wheels there, but I didn't use those. So I might just stamp while that dries off a bit. I might just stamp my greeting. So I've put right on it's your birthday, but I think for this one, because it's Father's Day, I'm just going to change it and put Dad's the coolest, and then I've got my card for my husband. So in this one, which I've done some lovely boys cards, this is a really nice set, to be honest, especially because my boys are 14, a lot of their friends, you know, the skateboards, the scooters and the bikes are really nice. So we're going to use our pebbled path because I don't want it too heavy. I just want it light. Whereas if I'd done the espresso, it would be much heavier. So this is the envelope. So on the envelope, I've just put a little bit across the side. And my inside mat, where did I put that? Let me see, what have I done? So guess what, we'll just cut another one. So if you've got your trimmer ready, you can do this. So it's just under 4 and that piece ain't going to cut it. So. Alright, so just under 4, and for this one we're actually going to need 2 because we want our front mat, which we're going to stamp, and our inside card mat. So it's 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm aware of my stamp is open there. And 5 1/4 again, and always keep these because these will be your sayings to put your sayings on. So don't throw your spare piece of paper cardstock out because it's too good. You can use it again. Alright, so now we're going to do our front cardstock as well. So don't want it too heavy. So I'm just going to stamp off so it's light. Oh, we've got a dark one, I didn't stamp off. Give that a bit more there and there with that dark. Alright, so we've got that. I'm just going to that one there. It's a bit lighter than the other one, which is what I like. I did that a bit darker. And so on our inside mat, which is here, we just did it in the corner. Okay, clean up. These chamois are good. I just keep them in a case, a stamp case. So next, we'll pull out our little motorbike. because the set does have, if you have a look here, it does have a big motorbike. It has all of the things that you want to do your cards. So birthday, you're a legend. I'm going to put your classic authentic you forever is going on the inside, and on the outside this time we're going to put dad. So I don't think that's going to fit on the dad on my spare piece today, so I will bring back this one. So we've got 2 stamping to do. So authentically you is going to be our greeting, and I'm not going to do it in Pebbled Path. I'm just going to do it in Momentum Black. Oh, actually, you know what would look good? I did it in black there. Yeah, because I've done the bike in black. Enough brown. I was going to say espresso might have looked nice. I'm very partial to early espresso. Classic, authentic you since forever. Isn't that lovely? Well, as you know, because I've got 5 kids, he's been around forever. So, and he's a good boy. He used to play football when he was young and would be out on the football field. And if you're Americans, it's Australian football. And now he played basketball. We all played basketball. So he's been a good dad. He's now trying to set up he's got a welding unit he's set up in the garage, and he's going to make a go-kart with one of the twins. Okay, so Dad, you're the coolest. I might cut that out on a circle too. Look at that. I might stamp it twice in case I don't like the circle. No, I can change my mind anytime I want. There you go. Well, yesterday at our class, it's so much fun. We laugh and we carry on. Sorry, I've just gone out of my YouTube so I can see if anyone's talking to me, and no one's talking to me. Oh, people, please say hello. I get sad. No one wants me. I'm just going to get my tear punch. I think I might go for this. I'll have a look. Let's see which one. So I've got a 2-inch, which is that size. I'm just debating whether it would look. So what I'm going to do is cut out, before I cut that out, I'm going to cut out the smaller one and see if it look all right. I think the smaller one rather than the larger one, because the larger one's that size. A funny cutting thing in there. I'm going to cut it out anyway here and see what one. I think the larger one's too big. Yep, I think I'm right. So I'm going to cut it out in the small one. And if I don't like that, I'm just going to hand cut this one. It's called Adjust. I might just detail it a bit on this one. If you hold your scissors up, you can go around. And go around. So I'm talking to myself. Alright, let's go. Now, what I will cut out while I'm at it is a small 1 3/4 in the brown, and we'll see what that looks like, because I did cover the other one. I can do it there. Or we're going to have a look whether it's like that or it's like that. What do you reckon? 1 or 2? Yeah, funny is, I think it's on that one, and I think if I cut that in half, because I don't want to muck about here too much, I just want it showing through a little bit. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I'll stick that in the middle. Waste not, want not. Oh, look at that. Just come on. See this glue, you can slide for a little bit with it. That one's not sliding. That's it. Just going to use that up because it's there and it gives it a little tinge. But I might cut another big ring out. I'll see. And this one, I'm going to cut like that. So have a look if I've got a little bit of cardstock here. Early Espresso I do, and I'll cut 2 inch because I don't like the 1 inch. I am going rogue on my own card, but it's only because I think I might as well make it into a Father's Day card now. So we'll have a look at that once it's done. All that. There you go. I'll just put them aside for now. All right, fuddling away. Now let's back to that. So now we need to just put our little motorbikes down. And I pulled him out and put him away again, didn't I? Because I love it. Look at this. It looks so good. So what did I do? I had him right up there. So that's our inside and on our outside. I always do it on the left because in Australia we write our address here, but we put our name in that on the back because we don't. Americans put it up on the corner, but we don't do that. All right, nearly there. Now the only funny little bit was how I made this little fake mountain. So I cut a triangle, okay, and then I measured it 1 inch. Let me get a pen. I measured it 1 inch. So often I do it on grid paper. So if you line it up like on a piece of paper, I find with my classes, particularly if I want the girls to do it in a special way, I do this. So I want to measure it at 1 inch there. Okay, and then we're going to go, so this is 3 3/4 here. Okay, and we're going to go up the mountain 3 1/2 inches, and we're going to mark it there. All right, and then we're going to cut from there to there. So you line up the cut there and the one there. So you line them up like that into the groove. There's a groove there. You can see my finger can go in it. See that? That's your cutting mark. So when you put this down, that's where the cut's going to be, right through that brown. That's just a scoring. So cut that off. And then we've got our weird mountain. and I've cut it a bit higher than I did. Sorry. It was 3 1/4. Silly goose. I thought that looked bigger. That's a bit odd. So, turn it up, turn it up. So I'm just going to, where are we? Make sure I've got the right place. Put a mark on the other side and I can't even see it. It's there. Oh my goodness, what did I do? There it is. And I'm still going to, from there, take it down. Okay, my instructions have it correct. So basically we're there, and so I cut out, so what I did was on the instructions I tell you to cut out the white in the same size as the brown espresso, and then just go around and cut. So I need to just here cut this a little bit more to get a nice edge, but in the instructions it's correct. It's because I was buggerising around there. Okay, so there you've got your fake mountain. I didn't want to put a mountain as a mountain. It's just sort of like a roadblock, I suppose, or road humps, and you go up the extra road. You know, motorbikers like to do it. So we're just going to glue that down. And then that is going to be glued onto the card. So first of all, we're going to put it onto the cardstock. So I might just use my bone folder and pop that down because I forgot to do that. This just makes it crisper when it opens. It just opens nice and tight. And I've got like 1/8 of an inch all the way around. It's quite a lot on the card, so I've put a bit of extra glue and a bit of hair. Take that away. Bring back my silicone mat. Okay, well you can't really see it with that. You don't want to get glue on the back of your card, which I have got a little dot there from somewhere. Just rub it off your glue. Just feel your mat. What you can do on your mat is if you just rub your finger across, any bit of glue that's been there before it will just come off. You don't want to do all that work and ruin your card. So, I'll put our mountain on. And I'm going to line it up right to the card so it sort of sinks in rather than like that. Okay, and our motorbike I'm putting up with dimensionals. And picky tool, where is it? Everything hides when you're doing a live because I think you're on display, so it's looking at you. And you always use up your dimensionals by just cutting the line where you need to have just a longer one, like here. It's good because you can use all these up. See? And I might just pull that single one over here. I was sitting there squirming with my face, trying to hold on to everything. Right, and he's just come off the hill, so I'm just giving him a bit of a rise there. Alright, now I'm deciding which one. I think that's, I don't know if that's too big, or Dad, you're the coolest, is in. I'm just going to cut that around and see if I like that better. The good thing about stamping, isn't it? You can just change your mind, do what you like. So I'm just going to quickly cut around that. I spent a lot of time. I love the stamping. After the class yesterday, because the ladies were here for like 3 hours, and when they go, the first thing I do is I clean up everything, which takes me about an hour. And then before the kids get home, I just come in here and sit and make a card that I'd like to make. Or, I mean, like I've got a kit left over because one of the ladies didn't come. And I always make extra kit. I don't know why, and then I just make it up. So what do you reckon? Do we have that? Or do we have that? That's small. I think I like that. I'm going to put it up on dimensionals too. Because it's Dad's Day, he should have it special, shouldn't he? Might put it on like it's the moon. And I did use, let's put these tools away, put my glue on so I have more on my fingers. All these little things you have lined up ready to work away with. I do like that. I'll use that another day. I'll put it into my stamp set so I remember I've got it there. So the last thing we have to do here is add, it's our other card, is add our inside mat. So the cardstock's quite strong, quite thick, and when you're putting 2 layers like this, it's really a special card. Yesterday, one of the ladies at the class was telling me that she made a welcome home card, here last time we did a Christmas card, and it was using an old stamp set called Welcome Home, and it had little houses on it and a snow covered front yard. Excuse me. And she said we changed it to be Welcome to Your New Home card instead of Christmas. And she gave it to her, and she said the girl has already gone and framed it and put it at her front door of her new house. Isn't that so beautiful? So that's number 1, as in a birthday card, still the same inside. And that's number 2. I'll take this away so you can see it better. And that's number 2 today, and we've made that into a Father's Day card. So my husband, lucky husband, he's got lots of cards. Even the twins make cards for him using, not so much by stamping up, they go their own way. One's a Harry Potter fan, so he does makes them that. So I hope you like that, and please subscribe. Oh, I've gone skew whiff. Please, oh, we forgot some bling bling. Now I put grey and black, and I'm just not sure if we might stick to black. Yes, little sucker. So I'll put 2 up there. I'm going to pop, then I might put it on the bottom of there. How's that for a triangle? Got an odd one. It's meant to be in a triangle. So I hope you like that. Thanks for watching. And see you next week. I'm not sure what I'm doing next week. Oh, I meant to show you something. Sorry. Have anybody got the Zoo Crew? Is it Zoo Crew? The Zoo Crew designer paper left because I went through and used up a whole lot of my little people and I made these. Aren't they gorgeous? And they got little, I did a little back on the envelope with a little thing on the front and little boys singing inside. And they're all happy birthday ones. So I thought, if you've got your paper, use it up. It's so much fun. Don't waste, don't just let it sit in the cupboard, because you can give them away. These are all birthday cards for the kids. So I just thought I'd show you that. Okay, thanks, dolls. See you later. Bye.